Every single Liverpool player on that pitch tonight stood there 10 feet tall and with bollocks bigger than weather balloons. I cannot believe we've just won that game 3-0. 3-0. 3-0. You can hear the crowd. You can hear the crowd in the background. I'm going to turn it down though, because I cannot believe that we won that game 3-0. And there will have been a hell of a lot of doubters about Liverpool and what we could do. I predicted that we would win 3-2. City were competitive in a way. But you look at the stats for this game. And I will come on and talk about, obviously, Salah's goal, Oxlade-Chamberlain, Mané, everything like that. Robertson, Trent, all of them. City, apparently according to the stats, only had one shot on target the entire game. Now, if that doesn't tell you everything you need to know, that when it counts, when it matters, and as we've developed through this season, that Liverpool can defensively do it when we want to. We looked like we could have been defensively short tonight, with Joel Matip being ruled out for the season, Clavan not fit, Gomez not fit. And you know what? Unreal. Big bollock performances by every single one of them. Now, let's get into everybody. Karius had barely anything to do tonight. He had nothing to do. Practically nothing to do. They were threatening, but they didn't threaten enough. I think he set up their team wrong. I think one major difference that he could have made, and even then when he came on, he didn't make much of a difference, thankfully, and that was Raheem Sterling. Keeping him on the bench, and he brought him on maybe 55 minutes, still didn't do anything. Still did not do a thing. Didn't do anything of note. Yeah, he got a couple of balls in the box, but it just wasn't enough. Gabriel Jesus, where was he? This lad has been absolutely brilliant for Man City this season. When he's been fit, obviously when he's been injured he's not been playing, but he's been brilliant and he's been an absolute magnificent player for Man City, and we closed him out. We made it very, very difficult for him. De Bruyne, he was still spraying balls, but they weren't making any difference. Leroy Sané was undoubtedly the most dangerous player on their team, and still we managed to show him onto his right foot, his weaker foot arguably. Unbelievable. We've got to talk about our goals. Salah scored a great goal, really, really good goal. Firmino, I think he fluffed it a little bit, and it manages to get to Salah. Salah puts it in the back of the net, 1-0, great stuff, and I'm thinking, alright, cool, this is going to be quite cool. Hopefully we can push on, get some more opportunities. Oxlade-Chamberlain. Oxlade-Chamberlain. 25 yards into the Steven Gerrard trademark top corner. Unbelievable. And credit for Milner as well. He put pressure on the ball to get it back, get it into Ox, and absolutely, like a dart, like a bullet. You could not have fired that any straighter if you tried. You really, really couldn't. And it was absolutely brilliant goal, 2-0. And at 2-0 I'm thinking, we can do this. We can get more. We can get more, and I arguably think that we could have got more. We definitely could have got more. Sadio Mané, Mohamed Salah dinks the ball over. First off, he tries to shoot. Laporte at left back just didn't seem to work for me. They kept showing him. They were doing the opposite of what we were doing to Sané. Instead of showing Salah onto his right foot, they were putting him on his strong foot, on his left foot, that wand of a foot. And he shoots, it comes back to him by a deflection off Company, and instead he turns back in, he dinks it over the defence, Sadio Mané header, and it's 3-0. And we were in such a commanding position. Now obviously Salah went off with a little bit of a worry with his groin, but he came back on the bench just 5 minutes towards the end, so it doesn't look like it's going to be something that's going to keep him out of the next couple of weeks. But anyway, hopefully, and I'm glad as well that we didn't take risks and try and keep playing him, keep him on the pitch. Obviously when he went off, we did lose a bit of our attacking impetus, really. Oxlade-Chamberlain took his spot, Wijnaldum took that spot in midfield that Oxlade-Chamberlain was, and yeah, we had to hold on. We had to hold on, but we did. We put in a very good defensive performance where I thought, man, you know what, we could wilt here. But we didn't. We didn't wilt under the pressure. We seemed to thrive under the pressure. They dominated us in possession. They did. There's no doubt about that. I think the ending stats was they had 62% possession, we had 38, something like that. I don't know, that might be completely wrong. They dominated us in possession, but so what? Because we got 3 goals and they got none. They've got no away goal advantage at all. Now, it's going to be difficult when we go to the Etihad. Yes, it is. It's going to be difficult. We're going to be missing Jordan Henderson as well, who I thought actually had a decent game, breaking up the play for a silly foul on Raheem Sterling. Just got caught up in, you know, battling with Sterling. Sterling went for a nibble. Henderson floored him. That's basically what happened. He gets a yellow card and he misses that game. So hopefully, we can maybe have Emre Can back and fit then. Who knows? But regardless of that, Dominic Solanke comes on later on for Firmino. Dominic Solanke, he only got 20 minutes. He almost got an assist for Sadio Mané. Very, very unlucky on that one. But he looked very good and gives you a little bit of something else. Gives the opposition something else to think about as well, because they've been playing against Firmino, who is a nightmare to play against by the looks of it. But then Solanke gives you something different, and they may not have prepared for that, which kind of looked like they didn't. And at the end of the day, the last 10 minutes of that game, Man City started to slow down. They did. They started to slow down. I don't want to say that they looked like they started to run out of ideas, but they just did have a little bit of a look about them that they were like, what more can we do? What more can we do to break this Liverpool team down? We've got to talk. I'm going to talk about Andrew Robertson first because I want to save the other player for last. Andrew Robertson, brilliant. Absolutely brilliant. He got caught out once or twice by Sterling because Sterling is just an incredibly fast player. But other than that, Andrew Robertson was absolutely brilliant. Absolutely brilliant. Very, very good defensive play, very good attacking play, and his pressure, his pressing game is absolutely brilliant. It really does complement our system so well to have a left back like that with deliveries into the box like he has as well. He's such a dangerous player. £8 million, and people laughed at us for getting him from Hull. Unreal, unbelievable stuff, and absolute credit to the team. And he's a young lad as well. Absolute credit. He was so good. But I got to save Trent Alexander-Arnold to last. Trent Alexander-Arnold has had a lot of criticism since the Man United game. He had a shaky game then. Had a bit of a shaky game against Crystal Palace as well. I'm not going to lie, he did. And I was a little bit worried when obviously we got Joe Gomez out injured. Nathaniel Klein has only really just come back after a really long layoff. Almost a year. They weren't going to throw Klein back into this game. You knew it was going to be Trent Alexander-Arnold, and he stood up against Leroy Sané. He stood up 10 feet tall, and he was absolutely magnificent. He broke his play up as much as possible. He was getting tackle after tackle, winning the ball back, winning possession back, and setting off plays so well. Chasing back when he had to, contributing to the defence and the attack as much as he could. He was absolutely magnificent. He really was. And I think defensively, I think he was the man of the match because he was nullifying their most dangerous player on the night, and he still was a danger, Leroy Sané. I think they're both the same age, I think 19, but he was an absolute credit. He really was. He was fantastic, Trent Alexander-Arnold. And I am in awe of the fact that we are 3-0 up in this tie. I am. I'm almost speechless. I'm almost speechless. If I could have recorded it, I was making food earlier before it went 3-0. And honestly, if I could have recorded it, I was jumping around my kitchen. I'm not gonna lie. I was jumping around my kitchen. I couldn't believe I couldn't really vocalize it because my other half is in bed, so I can't really vocalize it. So it was one of the most strained celebrations I've ever had. But I am astounded, and I am exceptionally proud as a Liverpool supporter to see what we did attacking wise, but to see what we did defensively as well. I am so proud, and I imagine all of you fellow Liverpool fans, even some neutrals as well, would be proud of that performance. I really, and I hope so as well, because we were big. We were big tonight, and I just hope that we can do that again in the second leg. That's all I've got to say. I'm not going to go on anymore. I'm really happy, but I'm really tired and I've got to go to bed because I've got to get up at 3 a.m. So let me know all of your thoughts and comments in the comments box below. Let me know what you're feeling. Let me know what you're thinking. Thanks ever so much for watching. Please do like and subscribe if you're new around here, and I will catch you later.